I'm Tommy Salmons. This is year zero. I'm here with my boy, fellow truck driver, Quincy Johnson. What's up, man?
Hey, what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope you're feeling good, feeling blessed and unstressed. Let's get it, man. Good to be on. Thank you for having me on, brother.
Oh, man, thanks for coming on, especially on such short notice. I just messaged you today about this. I was like, man, I've been wanting to talk to you for a couple of weeks. Let's get this going. Oh,
Yes, sir.
oh shit, man, I've fallen so behind on fucking trying to schedule fucking interviews. I need to start sending people interview requests a week ahead of time. I really do. I promise I'm going to do that.
It's all good, man. Lord have mercy. It is a like I
But
said, I'm jealous of you. You dedicated with your easy truck spots and everything. I'm over here in this virtual shit show in Rapone, California. Lord have mercy.
I haven't been there in a few years, man.
You
I
ain't
ain't
missing
missing
shit.
California at all.
You ain't
Fuck
missing
that.
shit,
I
dude.
do miss the
Hey,
road, man. When the hurricane came through, because our house was like right on the edge of the hurricane that came through.
mm,
I went and picked up my wife and my dogs, and they were riding with me for about a week. And my wife, last time she rode with me, I was still OTR, and that was right after Harvey. Well, then this time she came out with me. She's like, "Man, don't you get bored with this shit?" I was like, "Yeah, baby, but I did this so I could be home every weekend with your ass. So you can thank
boom,
me." so,
boom.
uh,
I'll be honest with you, though. It's like it is rare. I mean, hella rare that I get bored. I mean, I got the Sirius XM. I got Audible. I got Amazon Music. I got podcasts. I just found out about that book app Audible. That shit is amazing. So yeah, I mean, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't like it when bad shit happens, but who the hell does?
yeah. Yeah, no, I just get bored because I see the same shit every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right, I
not
hear you.
I'm not going up to Wisconsin anymore, going over to Pennsylvania anymore, So it's like, all right, yeah, the same route.
You know,
Same route I'm
you
on.
know what? I can't even front, man. There's some areas of Pennsylvania that are not too shabby at all. Like I still wouldn't live there. Believe it or not, there's actually a bunch of Trump signs in freaking Pennsylvania on that freaking turnpike.
Mhm.
There's a bunch. You know what I'm saying? You like I don't know about you, but I have yet to see one Biden Harris billboard, even in motherfucking California. I
Not
haven't
down
seen
here.
one billboard yet.
You ain't seeing none of that shit down here.
No, for real, yeah, real, yeah. And here's the thing: a lot of people don't know this. Between Stockton, Bakersfield, and LA on the I-5 or like 99,
Yeah.
man, that is solid Trump country or just solid red. You know what I'm saying? Like you will see big ass billboards in somebody's on somebody's farm, make America great again, or Trump pants or Trump bumper stickers and whatnot. Again, haven't seen one Biden Harris uh bumper sticker. I see a few Obama stickers from '08 and 2012, but yeah, I haven't seen one fucking Biden Harris sticker at all. And let's see, I've been in San Diego, National City, Modesto, Stockton, Repton. I'm going over to Hayward tomorrow, which is like right by San Fran. Then I'm picking up in West Sacramento, coming across I-80. So fingers crossed that damn winter bullshit is done up there in Wyoming. Cause, yeesh.
They always sent me, man, every time when I was OTR, man, every fucking year, they sent me up 90 out of Chicago up into upstate New York and coming around like up there through Erie. God damn, I hated that shit.
You know what? I gotta be honest with you. Upstate New York, in particular, the Utica area, I don't mind it. I got a homie. up there in Utica. So there's a rest area about 10 miles away. I parked the truck over there, come through, scoop me up. I like Utica. If it wasn't in New York State, I would consider living there, but you're in New York State, them high taxes. Utica is red than a motherfucker. I don't care what nobody say. I hung out there for a whole damn weekend. That shit red as hell. Same goes for freaking Rochester, Albany. Pretty much all of upstate is red. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? For real, for real. And don't even start on the food. Jesus Christ. Food portions doesn't exist up there at all.
Well, no, what I was talking about though is just the weather there in Erie,
Okay.
with that
Yeah.
blowing right off the lake. Man, you're coming right up 90 and you're right there just a couple miles off. Everything's frozen. You got 6-foot snowbanks on the side. You're driving 10 miles an hour. You can't exit because it's all covered in snow. So there ain't nowhere to
True.
go.
True, true,
So
true. And
that's what I
also,
hate. That's what I
yeah.
hated.
And also there's no chain laws pretty much on the eastern side of the US. So
Right.
you pretty much either got to grin and bear it or park your ass for the day, you know.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough every time I've been in the Northeast, it hasn't been too damn bad. Most of my most of my hiccups have been on the West Coast. Like, um, yeah, the accident I told you about, that was in Missoula, Montana. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was in the wintertime, but the weather, what you gonna do? Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at this dude. He almost took this dude's hood off. Um, but yeah, like,
So what's the deal? Every time you're on a podcast, there's something going on out there on the road.
man, dude, it's the truck size, baby. It's the truck size. It's like, I mean, I'm willing to admit, yeah, as much as I love truck driving, there's a few truck drivers that just shouldn't be behind the wheel at all. Like, you are a steering wheel holder and nothing more. Like, wow.
All right, man. Well, hey, look, I wanted to get you on because like one of the things that's been on my mind. And all right, so let me just explain like where I'm coming from. I grew up, I grew up in the South, and we were poor. We lived in government housing. I was never like taught to be racist, right? And
Right.
so like whenever I start looking around and I see all these goddamn Ivy League fucking scholars screaming about racism, I'm like, you motherfuckers are projecting. Like that's all it is. Y'all are racist and you worried everybody thinks the same way you are. But what it's come to be, man, it's like if you have dark skin and you're not only expected to believe a certain way, you're expected to vote a certain way. It's almost like they think that you are their property, man. And like that's what I wanted to get you on about, talk to you about that.
Nailed it. This guy gets it. Everybody, Tommy Simon gets it. Yeah, there are quite a few people on both sides. I'm holding both sides feet to the fire, Democrats and Republicans. Democrats think if you're black, you're supposed to act a certain way, think a certain way, feel a certain way, and if you don't do these things, well, it's obviously because you ain't black or you a coon or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the Republicans go, they would have. I fully believe they would have a lot more black people in their camp if they get over this bullshit of thinking that every black conservative dude is gonna be like Herman Cain, rest in peace, or Ben Carson, or Alan West,
Oh,
or that
wow.
every black conservative woman is gonna look like Candace Owens with Diamond and Silk. Stop that shit. Believe it or not, we are um, conservatives in a lot of areas. It's just that the Democrats have done a masterful job of convincing a lot of black people that if you don't vote Democrat, as bad as your life may suck now, it's going to be a hell of a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? They have done a masterful job. I've seen it firsthand, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. All I heard growing up was Democrat good, Republican bad. yeah, our city is on fire. Yeah, we know it sucks, but we guarantee if you vote Republican, it'll be a whole lot worse. Like, so what are my choices then? This
Yeah,
Democrat or that Democrat? Like, a punch with the left hand or a punch with the right hand?
right.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, well, and a lot of times, like uh, the Republicans, they won't even talk about race. Now, yeah, a lot of times these motherfuckers they won't even talk about race. But like to be clear, like the way I look at race, I look at it in a lot of the ways that the fucking Democrats or the left looks at gender. I look at it as a social construct. Like it don't even fucking really mean anything. You know, nobody's taking into consideration that how many different shades of quote unquote black or people of color are there? How many different individuals are there? How many different thought processes are there? How many different cities are there that these people have lived in and the areas they come from? You know, one of my really good friends, he's a he's a black dude from fucking bumfuck country Mississippi, man. He certainly ain't got the same goddamn life experience as some motherfucker from inner city Baltimore. You know what I'm
True
saying?
that. True.
You
You know
know?
what? Thank you for bringing that up because I like to tell people all the time black people are not a monolith. We just get treated as such. That's why it's such a shock when a black person does come out and say, well, no, I'm not a Democrat. Oh my God. Did you hear what this guy said? The Democrats be like, oh, that guy's a coon. Don't listen to him. Blah, 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 blah. He ain't nobody. And the Republicans will be like, oh, you're not a Democrat? Hey, come on in. Well, first, we have a litmus test for you. I guess that means that you love Thomas Sowell, you love Walter Williams, you love.
And I
Stop.
don't even know who the fuck these
Stop on
people
both
are.
sides.
I don't even know who the fuck. What if a motherfucker don't even know who these people are? He just says,
Dude,
"I know I
I
ain't no
didn't.
goddamn Democrat." Like, why
Yeah,
can't a motherfucker
dude,
just be
I'm
like,
telling
"I
you,
know I ain't no damn Democrat"?
bruh, listen, that happens. I would show you, but it's on an old account that has been suspended and whatnot. Where I've told people I'm not a Democrat, and I've had like hundreds of Republicans. Hey, cool man. I guess it means that you love Walter Williams. Like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know who Walter Williams and Thomas Sowell were till about 3 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and no disrespect to them, it's just I didn't know. You know what
Most
I'm
people,
saying?
most people aren't interested in reading that shit. Most people
Thank you. I
just
mean, it
ask
is
questions and just don't give a shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, those two cats are definitely a deep dive. Like, you definitely want to have some uplifting music when you read their shit, cause it can put you to sleep. No, again, no disrespect to them or whatnot,
Oh,
but
they're
it's just
smart as
like,
fuck. They're smart as shit. Like, no doubt.
oh yeah, smart as fuck.
Yeah.
But reading their books, yeah, you need to have something uplifting. Like, you better listen to it while you driving or taking a jog or something. If you just sitting trying to read their book, you might be sleeping an hour. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, both parties have their preconceived notion about what a black person should look like, and they get upset when said black person doesn't fit into their little box about what their vision of a black person should be like. So it's just like, damn, like, can we just be ourselves? Can we just be individuals? Apparently not. Apparently, we're just supposed to, shut the F up, go along and get along, be nameless faces, cogs in a wheel. No, no, just hell no. I'm not doing that. You got me all the way effed up. No, thank you.
Well, and just my experience with like the black people I've known in my life, they're similar to you. You know, like they're hardworking guys. They fucking hold themselves up by their bootstraps, even though that's supposedly racist to say. But
Bruh,
they've
I'm
been
I'm
run
tired of that damn. I'm tired of that statement, man. Cause like people say, cause like, first of all, shouldn't everybody be pulling themselves up by the bootstraps? But apparently, it's only applied to us, as if we need the extra push. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm disappointed in both the sides. I'm saying fuck the Democrats, fuck the Republicans. I would say fuck the libertarians, but they're doing a pretty good job of fucking themselves. Notice this, no disrespect to any of the libertarians, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? Y'all will never get anywhere because your freaking coup de grace seems to be White House or fuck you. It doesn't work like that, bro. You're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to start small, like school board, city council, mayor, then become a senator in the state,
Dog
then run a
catcher.
state for a couple of years. Yeah, dog catcher. Work your way up to governor, run a state for a couple of years, so that it can be done. Then go to the White House. But a lot of freaking libertarians are like, if we don't get the White House, and blah blah. Just like, no, man. Start here, get there. Shout out to the University of Phoenix. Also, there seems to be a bunch of libertarians who are having a constitutional circle jerk about who's the most libertarian. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, Ron Paul. Oh wait, Thomas Woods. Hold up, Milton Freeman's in the building. Ah, ah, ah. I'm like, fam, fam. It doesn't matter which one you like more. Can we all get on the same page and just say we are libertarians and these other two groups suck? Can we at least do that? Apparently not.
Well, libertarians have a problem with messaging, right? Because they think
Yes, they do.
they think the way to message to Democrats and Republicans is to repeat Democrat and Republican talking points. But that's not a libertarian thing. Like you're not even
No, it is
you're not
not.
you're not telling anybody your principles or what you stand for. You sound just like the other guy. Like if you're gonna sound,
Hey,
just gonna echo that. If you're just gonna echo their language, then why don't the people go get the real thing? They don't want. They don't want. They
yeah.
don't want the Doctor Sam's cola. They want Dr Pepper, motherfucker.
I want Dr. Thunder. Bring
Yeah,
me
there you
Dr.
go. That was
Thunder.
what I couldn't figure. Dr Thunder. Like they don't want Dr Thunder. They want fucking Dr Pepper, motherfucker. Ain't nobody going out.
Lord have mercy.
Nobody drinks Mr. Pibb anymore, bitch.
It's like you're thinking about, Gorgonzola when it's clearly breed time, baby. I know that nobody's gonna get that reference, but I am, and it's fucking hilarious. Um, it's from there's something about Mary
Yeah,
and everything. He's like,
yeah.
yeah, man, you're fucking thinking about Gorgonzola when it's clearly breed time, baby. Like, I love Brie, Beyonce. Anyway, um, it's the fucking shit is rigged. The shit is rigged, and I found that out during Obama's first term because I actually bought into the bullshit. Yay, hope and change. Woo! We got a black man in the White House. Woo! Mission accomplished. And he got in, and the nigga ain't do shit.
Ah, he
It
acting like
was
white
business
people.
as fucking usual.
He
It
acting
was
like a
business
white
as
dude.
usual.
Yeah, he's just.
You know what?
It's like
He
it's like Thaddeus Russell. Thaddeus Russell had said one time, man, that motherfucker said that uh, people want to like celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King, but they don't want to celebrate all these other black people because all these other black people were fucking criminals and this, that, and the other. Well, Dr. King was just a wasp in blackface. He was just another white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Oh fuck, Boogie, that hurt. Sorry.
looking like I told you to motherfucking play with me, bitch.
Hey, he's been
Lord
over
have
here
mercy.
chewing on my hand this whole time, man.
It's what's for dinner. Ah. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Like, I actually heard something and verified it. I can't remember the lady's name, but apparently there was a black woman before Rosa Parks
Yeah.
who sat in the white section of the bus, but she wasn't propped up because she was pregnant and unwed, which at that time was a big taboo
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
So not a lot of people knew about her and everything. But I read her story, just like, oh shit, just saying in correlation to
I
what you
think I
said
heard
earlier.
Brian. I heard Brian talking about that.
Yeah, It's
Yeah,
like there's been a whole lot of people in the movement or whatever that didn't get pumped up because of their image or their appearance or their brand, whatever. And I'm just like, man, listen, bro, I don't give a damn who says it. If the message is good, I could care less about the messenger. You know what
right.
I'm saying? It's like I've gotten solid advice from homeless dudes before. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So I'm just like I am not about to judge a book by its cover at all, and that seems to be the problem for a lot of people out here. It's like you give some good advice, and their first instance is to attack the messenger instead of listen to the message. Like, what part of the game is that? You know?
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, and man, I've always had a problem with this whole. I was attracted like before I started finding my own like kind of ideology and the kind of the way I really like thought about things and taking care of my own business. I was really attracted to Republicans and conservatives because I didn't like the entire like idea of collectivism and like we're all one unit. Like I hated that. I'm like, no, man, I act on my own behalf. Like I'm not responsible for you. I'm not responsible for what somebody 500 years ago did. Like this just doesn't appeal to me. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, I owe you an apology. For like half a second, I thought you was gonna say I was attracted to black girls. I'm like, my bad, my bad, bro. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna say, is he about to admit that you like black women, which is cool, whatever. But you're right. You're absolutely right. It's like
My wife is South
I
African, but she's a white South African. So
Africana, okay.
yeah,
Which, hey, it blew my mind to find out that the fuck. The
Charlize Theron.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, what the? I see her face. Yeah, she's South African.
Yeah, they
Wow.
go. So is Elon Musk.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Well, that explains the bullshit name, I guess. Fuck. All right. But yeah, it's like both sides. You know, what I'm saying they have this little box about how black people should be, and I'm just like, no, man, we are more than that.
yes,
We are more than that. It's like just saying that you're black doesn't mean that we're automatically this or automatically that. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's like, yeah, I am black. I'm a black man. I fucking love being a black man. There are some things that I do that, according to society, a black man shouldn't be doing. But who the fuck are them to tell me how to live my life? So yeah, I listen to bluegrass music. Yeah, I listen to motherfucking polka. Love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got a problem with it? Fucking see me at the truck stop, whatever. Like go ahead with that. It's like how the hell you gonna get mad at me because I don't fit into your box about what you think I should be. Get out of here.
yeah, no doubt, man. That's for real because we're like I said, we're individuals, man. And that was the one thing about Democrats that always turned me off because they always don't want to make. They want to make not only like the black people into a monolith, they want to turn the entirety of society into a monolith. And it's like, no, 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 no. I have different needs. I have different like responsibilities. I have different thoughts, dreams, feelings. Like it's all different. So I was automatically attracted to the more conservative message. And it wasn't until I really started digging into shit that I actually was like moved away. Now I've gone like full like anarchist agorist, like way off into left field, man. All my people think I'm crazy now.
Bruh, she about to fuck you up if you don't play with her for like 30 seconds, dog. She
Oh,
she about to fuck you up.
beating
I
the
see the
shit out
back
of
of
me
like,
right
look,
now.
motherfucker, I'm gonna make life very uncomfortable for you if you don't rub my goddamn belly right now. Lord have mercy. And you know what? I get it. I spent 10 years in Austin. Okay. I lived all across Texas in some red areas and blue areas.
Mhm.
I will say this, at least as far as Democrats versus Republicans. At least the Republicans will listen. At least they'll hear you out. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had many conversations with Republicans in Texas, Colorado, all around, and they be like, well, I don't agree with it, but you do make a damn good sandwich, so we're all good. Whatever, whatever. Democrats, on the other hand, the minute that you just disagree with them or even dare to raise your voice, they don't want to hear anything you got to say. Racist, sexist, whatever ism or phobic they can throw at you, they're going to throw at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And definitely in Austin and in Boulder, Colorado, which I could spend 3 hours talking about Boulder, Colorado, man. Like, I lived there for about 6 months, and let me tell you something, bro. It is not the all-inclusive lovey-dovey they would have you to believe,
Yeah.
okay? Because I'd have about $50 if I had a dollar for every time somebody introduced me as their black friend, and I used to check them on this shit every single fucking time. Like, yo, don't do that. You know my name, bro. Like, I've been inside your house. Like, call me by my name, okay? I'm more than your black friend. Like, come on, dog. What the hell are you doing? And what even the college students. These were the so-called adults in the building. It was them acting like assholes. The freaking college kids that see you, I got number love, honor, and respect for them. You know what I'm saying? They showed me love. I showed them love. The freaking the girls are weapons grade hot. Just Jesus. So another story. But anywho, it's just wild how freaking Democrats say they're all for tolerance and being inclusive until you say something that they don't agree with. Then you're their enemy. Like I've seen politics break up way too many friendships, relationships, families. I'm just like, you're doing exactly what they want you to do, people. What the fuck, man? Why? Why? Just don't give these bastards the satisfaction. Don't do it.
Well, and that's something that I've heard you talk about a lot lately, man, and I really appreciate it. Is like you don't even like to get into the politics because you what you're doing is you're going on like Pete's podcast, you're going on Hotep, and you're just talking about personal responsibility and taking care of your own shit. And I know you were telling Pete a while back you were looking at buying some property, and I think you tweeted that you had decided on a location, right?
South Dakota. South
South
Dakota
Dakota. That's
wins.
what I thought. Yeah. So like,
Hmm.
let's talk about like what your future's looking like. What are you doing now from the future on? Because you're driving truck, you're getting your shit together. You've been driving truck for a while. It's helped you get your life together. Where are you going from here? Like, what are you building up?
Okay. Well, first off, let me speak on the personal responsibility a little bit because if you have personal responsibility, literally everything else will fall into place. It may take a minute, but eventually it will get into place because you are taking accountability and responsibility for your actions. I used to be one of them cats that will blame others for situations I put myself into. And it finally got to the point just like, the fuck are you doing, dog? You're a grown ass man blaming other people for stuff that you're doing. Stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once I started going on my path of personal responsibility, everything else is clicked into place. Now, granted, are there bad days? Yeah, everybody has bad days. Nobody's perfect. Like I don't know if you saw my post. I fucking snapped off the handle of my damn trailer latch. You know what I'm saying? You know the one where like you gotta flip it and then twist it to open up the door, and then you
Yeah,
put it in the hole in the trailer and then flip it around.
yeah,
Well, I was in Pasadena yesterday morning trying to freaking close the door, but the street was at like a weird angle and whatnot, was pushed up the back of the trailer, and my
it puts
bum
it in
ass
a
like, oh
bind.
man,
You get it shut.
yeah, my bum was like, oh man, I just freaking put some elbow grease into it and put it in there, boom. Snap that bitch smooth off, dude.
Oh fuck.
Dude, we're talking 2 inches of solid metal. I'm
Yeah.
just like, how is that even possible? Just this is solid steel. Like what the? All right.
Oh,
So
that explains your Superman pictures in the mirror last night.
man, listen. Only by the grace of God was I still able, like, luckily it happened on the driver's side door, you know what I'm saying? So I had the passenger door, so like to keep it flush. But
Yeah.
I had to put on some gloves and whatnot because the hook piece was still there. So I had to like put the gloves on, like working around to where I could get it closed properly and whatnot, up top and up bottom and everything, man. Um, where was I going with that? Where was I going with
I don't
that?
know. I thought I threw you off with the
Personal,
flexing selfies.
sorry, okay, we were talking personal responsibility. I dig that.
Oh, we
Oh,
still have bad days. There's still
the
bad days.
the future. Okay, here is my plan right now. It is September the 9th. I'm going to live in the truck until at least my birthday next year in March. Just stacking up money, buying precious metals like silver, maybe gold if I get enough silver to trade for gold. I'm gonna finally hop on this Bitcoin flex, but not too much because I still don't understand it fully. But I'm making enough to where I can wager a couple $100 or something like that. And then come March in the springtime, once it starts thawing out and everything, gonna be looking at some land in uh South Dakota. I was thinking a house, but I was like, wait a minute, do I really need a 3.2 or 4.1? Nah, I can just put a park model RV. I don't know if you know what those are.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can just put a park model RV, put up my own little personal windmill and everything, some solar panels, and be as efficient and off the grid as possible. I'm looking for at least 5 acres. That way, I can either grow something myself or rent the land to somebody that wants to grow. And but I look here, man, you take 80%. I take 20 plus whatever, maybe 5 pounds or 10 pounds of whatever you grow and
Yeah.
whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Um, I picked South Dakota over Texas simply because, well, one, there's way less people in South Dakota. Um, Two, the property taxes are way lower than Texas. It's like, yeah, Texas doesn't have state income tax, but them property taxes are gonna bang you over the head,
Yeah.
big time. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny that the counties with the lowest property taxes are all near big cities and shit. I'm just like, come on, man, you ironic motherfuckers. Um,
Well,
the gun laws are
I got low property taxes, but we deal with hurricanes, so
right on. Yeah, yeah, gotcha. You know what? Um, you say Beaumont. You haven't been. You're not living in Viter, are you?
no.
Okay,
I live on the Louisiana side of Vidor.
okay,
Yeah.
man. I've been through that town. Fuck that place. Lord have
Hey,
mercy.
that place used to go around advertising it was a sundown town. Back when
Yeah,
I was a
yeah.
kid. Yeah.
For those that don't know, Viter, Texas, is a town that's been uh like straight up just pro-white, we hate black people for decades, at least since the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
No black person has lasted over a month there. There was one dude in the mid 90s. I want to say he lasted like 28 days or something. And they dead ass burned the cross in his front yard every damn night. But he took it for as long as he could. But in a cruel fate of irony, when he left, the day that he left and moved back to his town, he gets killed by a black guy. I'm just like, God damn it, come on. Come on. I
Well,
I still
Vidor is like Vidor and Jasper, I think, are the two worst
yeah,
counties.
yeah. I'm I'm still believing that that black dude must have got paid by some agent to pull that shit off, man. Cause like you can't tell me that shit was organic. Like you can't tell me that after 27, 28 days of living in an all-white town, getting called nigger and God knows what else, having crosses burned in your yard, you go to leave, and the day you leave, you happen to run into the one black person who was with the bullshit, that just doesn't pass the smell test for me. You know,
Yeah.
Jasper too. Fuck Jasper. I haven't been to Jasper, but I've been through Viter, um, coming out of Beaumont, and I'm just like, I'm not stopping for shit. Hell no. I
Yeah.
like I fucking filled up in Pasadena, with fuel. I'm just like, nope. I'm
Oh,
gonna keep on driving.
Yeah,
Screw you, Viter.
in Baytown. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Baytown, my bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's like an hour and a half from my house.
yeah. So like
You know
South
that you know where
Dakota,
that you know where that Flying J is on in Orange right before you get to the border, the Louisiana
yeah,
border. I live like
yeah.
I live 4 miles from there.
Okay, well next
Yeah,
time I'm down there,
that's where I
I'm
park
gonna
my
holler
truck.
at you.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure. We got extra
you know
beds
what?
too. You can actually get
Sweet
actually
man.
good night's sleep and a fucking home cooked meal. You come over by my place.
Man, listen, you had me a home cooked meal, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Like, th- there's, that's actually been the one of the few good things about this whole COVID when it first started. Traffic was non-existent. I made it through Houston from Katy
Oh,
to Baytown in 20 minutes
it was like a
at five
ghost
o'clock.
town, dude. It was freaky.
Bruh, I hit Katy at literally 5 o'clock. At
I went to high school
5:19,
I went to
I'm
high
hitting
school in
Baytown.
Katy. I went to high school in Katy, man. It was freaky driving through that motherfucking place.
What year?
I graduated in '97, Maid Creek.
So that means you started in '94.
Yeah, yeah, around
Okay, never mind. I was already kicked out of Houston by then.
there.
I went to Sharpstown High School. I don't know if you ever heard of that place.
Yeah, I know Sharpstown.
Yeah. I got into a fight with the assistant principal there back in fucking '93,
They're not
and I
you.
got kicked.
You ain't aggressive at all.
Bruh, I got kicked out of the entire Houston Independent School District behind that. Bruh, we beat the shit out of each other. I still maintain if he hadn't did what he did, I wouldn't have did what I did. Okay, I was in school suspension. You know where they keep me in the one room all day.
Hot.
Well, at the time, yeah, right, yeah, 6 weeks over here, dog. Well, at that time, my mother was in the hospital. She was getting both her legs amputated because of smoking and diabetes and whatnot. So I had to work at night to cover the rent and shit, right? So yeah, I was tired. Damn it, leave me alone. So I fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? Here comes the assistant principal, who's also the assistant football coach. Big old swole motherfucker. Hey Johnson, gotta wake up, man. Pussing on my shoulder. Gotta wake up. Like, hey coach, come on, man. I'm tired, man. I did 8 hours last night, man. Relax, man. Relax. Come on, dude. All right, man, but you still gotta wake up. But about 3 more times today, he just comes over, slaps me in the back of the head. Damn it, I said wake up, Johnson. Mother, I grabbed one of them old school metal trash cans, the little circular ones,
Yep.
and bounced that shit off his forehead. Okay? And yeah. After that, it was about a good 10, 15 minute fight. Cause back then I ain't gonna lie, I was in my prime, 5'10", 220. I was ripped, doing 1,000 crunches every day. And he was about, 6'1", 250. Like I said, we beat the everybody asked me who won. Man, it was a draw. Okay.
Ain't
He
nobody
fucked
wins
me
in
up
that scenario.
Bruh, like I said, he fucked me up the same way I fucked him up. Like, I put him through a door, he threw me through a window. Both of us were fucking cut, bloody, tired. You know, it's crazy because, like, it's 2020. that fight is still getting talked about because he's now the principal. All my homies, some of them got kids that go there now. Every once in a while, I was like, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so, man, we heard some dude with your ass back in the 90s." No, man, he ain't win. What happened was just like, dude, shut up. Like, you know damn well I hurt you as same as you hurt me. Relax, man.
Bro, you know damn well you two motherfuckers be having a beer together today.
You know what? Today, yes, I'm not. I mean, I'm not still holding a grudge.
Laughing about
exactly, it. Exactly. I'm not still holding a grudge from '93. Like I hate that. That was '93, bro. I was 17. That's damn near 30 years ago. You know, it's cool with it. You know, what I'm saying, yeah, I probably would have a beer with him now. But I remember playing Katie in '92, and I remember I thought the whole game. The fuck kind of drugs are these motherfuckers on, man?
Corn-fed motherfuckers out of Katy, man.
Bruh, how the fuck the JV squad averaging 6'2", 230?
Right?
That's JV.
They're monsters,
JV.
man.
Bruh, they beat the shit out of us 59-10, bro. They beat the fuck out of us, dog. God damn.
My high school was the team they practiced on all year, man. Fucking made they just beat the shit out of us year round, man, all year long.
And bro, this is '92 before all the CTE rules and
the
helmet stuff, where you can still target a motherfucker and launch and whatnot, and use your helmet as a weapon. Dog, we were in pain.
Back then, what they were doing is what they would do is they would send their assistant coaches out to junior highs and middle schools all around Texas and find the biggest, baddest motherfuckers, and they would recruit them, and they would help the parents fucking move the kid to Katy, to the Katy Independent School District, and fucking put them on the team. I don't know if they still do it, but I know that's what they used to do.
That doesn't surprise me one bit, man, because I remember coming up the field.
And all of them motherfuckers were white enough to glow in the dark, too.
Yeah. All big white corn-fed motherfuckers. I remember come out the field like, yo, coach, man, I think these motherfuckers on steroids, dog. Like, what the fuck? Like, this shit. How motherfucker 15, 6'1", 230 at 15, and built like a brick shit house? I mean, that dude, like, honestly, that motherfucker called me right here, okay, with the crown of his helmet. I was running up the ball. He just said, got the wind knocked out of me. And I was just like, good Lord, you motherfucker. I was pissed, man. Like, there was some big boys out there in Katy, dog. Son of a bitch. Like seriously talk, I would have loved to see 1992 Katy versus either 1992 Odessa Permian or Midland, because that would have been a fucking battle.
Yeah, that would have been a fucking game. Yeah, no doubt. I think what was it, 2 years ago? Katy won state. Like, there's still bad motherfuckers coming out of there.
Bruh, Katy, South Lake Carroll, the Odessa Midland, which
what was that redheaded dude that used to play for, I think he played for Cincinnati for a while?
Andy Dalton?
Yeah, Dalton. Yeah, he was from Katy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they put out some bad motherfuckers from that school.
True that, man. I mean, nothing from Sharpstown, but yeah, Katy had it going on though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. But it's like, you know, like the whole thing with South Dakota is just, you know, I get more bang for my buck there. I mean, I like Texas. I love that whole 287 drive from Fort Worth to Amarillo to Colorado.
Yeah, Wichita
Falls.
Falls. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. I love it. I love going through those small towns. For me personally, I'm tired of living in towns, even small towns. I wanna look out my front door and see nothing but, you know, land and air and opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I want to be able to.
I'm gonna send you some pictures of my property.
Okay.
Once it gets cleaned up, that hurricane kind of fucked my barn up a little bit. But
You got a barn, nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I'm on like 8.5 acres. I got a pond in the back, and I'm about 800 feet off of the damn highway. I got about an
yeah.
800-foot driveway.
I'm fucking jealous of you, dog, cause that's exactly what I'm looking for. Like I'm looking for at least 5 acres. Something where like I'm not required to hook up to the grid if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Like if I can find somewhere that has well water, you know what I'm saying, and I could do it like that, I'm quite alright with that. You know what I mean?
Once you get your joint, man, what like you planning on continuing to drive truck? You gonna start training? I know you've been big on like recruiting guys, man, and really trying to help guys out and finding their place and shit like that, which I find really respectful. And so you gonna keep working in the trucking industry, or are you gonna look?
Oh yeah, 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 brother. I really can't see myself doing anything else besides being a truck driver until the day I retire. This industry literally saved my life, bro. I was out there doing bad shit before I was a truck driver,
Want to
dog.
talk
Just
about some of that a little bit and what you recovered
yeah,
from?
yeah, yeah. Listen, I was a hard worker. Nobody can ever truthfully accuse me of being lazy. They can say it, but they'd be a lying motherfucker. I am a hard worker. It's just that back then I didn't do anything past the hard work. I spent my money as soon as I made it. It's like, cool, I made, 600 bucks this month. I'm spending that shit on some weed, some liquor, some porn, whatever, whatever. And it's just like, I was living foul. Plus, like I said, every once in a while, a friend would ask me to do something for them, and I did. And it was there were there was some good times, but there was also some bad times. And I'm just like, there's got to be more to life than this. Because even them, just like, you're 30, and
Mhm.
all you have to show for it is motherfucking toothbrush, a 40 ounce, and a sizable porno collection. There's got to be more to life than this. You know what I'm saying? And when I hit 38, I had this opportunity to become a truck driver, and I'm just like, look, dog, you better take this shit serious. Like, I don't know if you know who Michael Brown is. He
Yeah.
was the you do?
Yeah.
Okay,
Kind of.
the whole Brownie, you're doing a freaking heck of a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He was very instrumental to me becoming a truck driver. Him and Charles Payne. I don't know if
Oh
you know who
wow.
Charles Payne is.
I've heard
Do
the
you?
name. I can't place it though.
Okay, Charles Payne is on Fox Business, not Fox News.
Damn.
And I remember,
Yeah.
yeah, black dude from Harlem, and I remember him and his guests just damn near screaming about how America needs truck drivers. There's money in it, but you gotta pass the drug test. And I remember sitting there, my friend's couch, just like, all right, motherfucker, okay, okay, I'll fucking look into it. Leave me alone, dog. I'm pretty high right now. You know what I'm saying? Because like at the time, I followed him too and everything. And about maybe a month later, I called in the Michael Brown show. He follows me on Twitter. What up, Brownie? I called into his radio show. I was in Round Rock, actually, Round Rock, Texas,
Yeah.
sitting on the back porch. And this guy looks like an Indian Mitt Romney. That's hilarious. Anywho, um, I'm sitting in the backyard smoking my shit, and he's like, "Hey, is this Quincy Loves BBWs from Twitter?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "The hell are you doing in Texas?" I'm like, "Man, trying to save up money so I can come back to Colorado and go to freaking truck driving school." So he puts me on hold so we can talk during the break, but I can still hear the show in real time, right? And like the next caller, he's like, "Hey, man, I must have tuned in at the right time because I heard it in the guy's voice. He really wants to be a truck driver. My name is Mike. I own a truck driving school in Colorado. You tell him if you can find a way up here, we'll pay for his training and give him and find him a job as a truck driver." And my immediate thought was, the fuck is in this weed, dog? I didn't hear that shit. I'm high, man. That shit didn't pop off like that,
It made
but
shit
it
happen.
did. Yeah, the shit happened, man. He gave me his number, and like and I always say this, I went to sleep that night like, yo, this better not be some type of lucid dream, some like
Or a
really deep
scam or
dive
something.
dream.
Yeah. Don't be trying to take.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, I swear to God, if I wake up tomorrow and I still got to park cars and wash dishes, I'm gonna burn this heat to the fucking ground and not give a damn who gets in my way. So I woke up the next morning, called the dude, still real. You know what I'm saying? That Friday, I was on Michael Brown's radio show. That Tuesday, I was on a plane to Denver in training, and it's been on and popping ever since.
Well, yeah, man. And see, like that. I mean, that's fucking. That's pretty phenomenal. And the reason I wanted you to talk about that for a second is because, like, my cousin, he's a young guy, man, and he lost his dad at a really young age. He was like 6, 7 years old. He lost his dad. His
Mm,
dad died. He didn't. And his mom, she was all fucked up on drugs, so she was out of the picture. He goes and lives with my grandparents. Well, it was about 4 years ago. My grandpa died, and he had already had a little bit of problem with drugs. But when my grandpa died, he really fucking he went off the deep end. And he's been contacting me, and I'm like, look, man, I want to give you advice, but you're gonna have to help yourself for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna put myself in a situation for you to bring me down with you. You can't do that. I've busted my
Boom.
ass my entire life just to fucking keep my head above water. Like, you're gonna have to prove to me that you're serious about this. You know, and so I think that, like, when people like in our ilk are telling these stories, like, it's important because, you know, I can tell him all day long, but if he hears a story coming from you, he's like, all right, man, it's not only possible for one person. We got two people here that have done like similar things and dug themselves out of holes and fucking, repaired their lives and like made a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I'm putting like this here for you, your cousin, anybody else who wants to listen. It is never too late to unfuck yourself, ever. It is never too late to unfuck yourself. I'm 44. I didn't unfuck myself till I was 38 years old. Okay, because I remember, um, actually 39. Actually, if I want to be honest about it, 39, because I remember on my 39th birthday, I was in OKC at a truck stop, and my trainer was just like, "Hey man, look here, bro. Um, this is my hometown. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going home. I'm gonna see you in 3 days. Walk my dog." I'm like, "Cool, whatever." Because this still, I mean, even though I wasn't driving, I was still making $500 a week for training, and I'm doing better than I was and whatnot. Because I remember, the second time I had to leave Colorado with my tail between my legs because I didn't plan. And as we all know, if you plan to fail, how's that thing go? No,
You fail to
if you
plan.
fail to plan, plan on failing.
Yep.
That's what it was. I went to Colorado twice with no plan, just flying by the seat of my pants. And it was fun. I had some definitely good times. Shout out to them two lesbians that made out in front of me at the bus stop. Appreciate you. But, I didn't have anything past that. And I remember the second time, the big homie, who, by the way, like I said, you and them could be twins, definite twins. Um, he dropped me off at the Greyhound in Colorado Springs. I looked at him. He looked at me. We both started laughing. He was just like, "When these days, your black ass to get this shit right, cause I don't want to have to drop you off at another bus station in 10 years, man. Like, get your shit together. So it's like the bus ride from Colorado Springs to Austin. Um, in addition to leaving every bathroom stall I came across smoky as a motherfucker, I came up with a plan, a 5-year plan. The plan was simple: focus on the money, fuck everything else. My plan was within 5 years to be either a welder or a truck driver. okay, have a car in my name, and have at least uh, ten thousand um, $10,000 uh, in the bank, and I did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I basically had to cut off pretty much everybody from my past and everything because they were some of my biggest haters and detractors and whatnot. It's funny. They call yourself a friend and everything, but the minute you say you want to be responsible for your actions and make something of yourself, all of a sudden you're bougie. You think you better than me. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, I got that shit. I swear to God I did. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
I don't think
if
I'm
you
better
want,
than you. I think I'm trying to be good for myself.
for real, man. So it's like, tell your cousin, holler at me if he's on social media, or if you want, I can give you my number. He can hit me up. You know what I'm saying? If he's clean and sober, I can have his ass in the truck in a month, and that goes for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on my third person now that I've helped to get into the truck driver industry. If you're watching this and you don't know what to do with your future, you don't know where to go, you need some direction, and you're okay with being away from your family for a minute, man, come get your ass on the truck, okay? The money is good. You're not gonna be micromanaged too much. If you love to travel, baby, this is the job for you, and you can still travel, work hard, and everything, and still have a whole lot of fun out here. Best believe, okay?
Well, and also like one thing I'd add to that, if you're trying to get your life together, truck driving ain't a bad way to do it because it gets you away from all the bad influence.
Indeed.
It separates you from the bad shit. It kind of puts you in your own little world, and you ain't got time to worry about all that other bullshit.
Yes, sir. Also, it made me realize that with oh, truck driving made me realize that, and this is gonna piss some people off, but oh well, cry to your mama. Um, Trucking made me realize that America is not as racist as the media portrays it to be. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist because it definitely does. It definitely does. Okay, racism exists. Does do I let it affect me or stop my hustle? Hell no. Truck driving is a white male dominated industry by far and large. If it was as racist as the media makes it out to be, I could not be a successful truck driver because I'd have, too many folks stopping me, you know what I'm saying, from um from being a damn truck driver and whatnot. So I'm just like, I don't want to hear it. Like, don't freaking tell me that that you can't be successful in this country because of racism, because I'm just gonna look at you funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Every day in real life and on social media, black folk are showing the whole world, left and right, that you can be black in America and still be successful. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
if you're gonna sit there and tell me you ain't making it because of racism or oppression or, God forbid, slavery, like, what the fuck is wrong? No, dog, I'm just saying, like, I've seen quite a few people in America, well, quite a few black folk who are blaming their ills on slavery. Nigga, you ain't never been a slave. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? You ain't nobody whipping you. Ain't nobody making you pick in the field. Like, everything you do, for the most part, is voluntary. So how the fuck you gonna blame slavery for your issues? It's 2020, dog.
You ever
It's like
you
I'm
remember
just saying.
that?
It's like, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if you remember about that video that went viral a couple of years ago. That those college kids, that black college kid sitting on the couch with his buddies, saying the most racist shit he ever experienced was when he was in elementary school. They brought him out to a cotton field and had him picking cotton and singing songs. You remember that?
I have not seen that. What
I'm
the
gonna
fuck?
find that for. I'm gonna find that for you. That shit's funny as fuck. That dude is fucking
What the
high.
fuck?
That dude's high as a kite, and he's talking about. He's like, yeah, I grew up in Alabama, and he goes, we went on a field trip. My mom signed the fucking paper saying I could go on the field trip, and what they did is they brought us out to a cotton field, and they had us all walking around that cotton field, picking cotton, putting it in bags, singing fucking songs. And he goes, I was like, I saw that everybody was having to give their fucking bag of cotton to the teacher before they got on the bus. So I started taking handfuls of fucking raw cotton and shoving it in my pockets. So when I got home that evening, my mom wanted to do the laundry. She saw this raw cotton pulling it out of my pants. Was like, what the fuck is this cotton? And so he told her what had happened. And she went up to the school and was fucking like yelling and screaming at the fucking the principal of this shit. Man, the video though, the way he tells that fucking story, dude, it is one of the way he tells it, you will die. Cause that motherfucker is like, that's the most racist shit I ever experienced in my life.
Okay, first of all, did it not say on the permission slip where they were going and what they were doing? Why did the parents sign us in the first damn place? You know what I'm saying? So you just randomly signing shit for your kid and not knowing what the fuck it is? That's the first red flag. If I ever have kids and they want to go to school, anything, I'm reading all that shit, bro. The large print, fine print, find out what the hell is going on. Like, that's crazy,
That's
B.
fucking
That is
nuts,
absolutely
dude.
crazy. Second of
I'm
all,
gonna send you that video. I'll send it to you. I'm gonna find it as soon as we're done here. I'm gonna send it to
that's wow.
you. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fucking nuts. But it's funny to hear him tell the fucking story, and that's why I'm
true that,
laughing
true that,
because
true
it's
that.
the way he's expressing it is hilarious. But at the same time, you're like, that shit can't really happen. Like you're like, that's
For
like some
real, man.
that's a
Like, come
Dave
on,
Chappelle
bro.
skit, man.
Seriously, like, what the shit? First of all, um, like, did he say how old he was on his field trip or what?
He was in elementary school, and
Okay, okay, so
when he
probably
told the
under
story,
like 10 years old.
yeah, it sounded like to me, he sounded like he was about like 7, 8 years old. Like that's kind of the
Okay, okay.
idea I
All right.
got, you know.
All right, so
He
seven,
may
eight.
have
He
said,
didn't. He didn't have any idea about it.
yeah, he didn't know what was going on. Like I said, he just saw that they were having to turn in their bags of cotton, and he was like, "Fuck this! I spent all day fucking picking this shit." So he started shoving it in his pants pocket. That's the only way his mom found out about it is because he had raw cotton in his fucking pants.
And see, if this story is real, if it's real,
Which I
I'm
don't
putting
know if it is.
all
Like I said,
exactly. But if it is, I'm putting all the blame on the mother. Like you signed the fucking permission slip. You gonna sit there and tell me they didn't have one word about what they would be doing, about nothing or nothing. You didn't see the word plantation anywhere in the fucking permission slip. Which side note, I will never live anywhere that has the word plantation in it or lynch. Like I
all
would never
right.
say Lynchburg, Tennessee or Lynchburg, West Virginia. I don't drink Jack Daniels because they're from Lynchburg. Fuck all that. Uh, I have actually, in my travels, I've actually passed rest areas and truck stops because they had the word plantation in it. I'm like, yeah, nah, fuck you off. Nah. I just park over here on the side of the road in the dirt, chill out, you know.
All right. Well, we've come full circle. We come back to racism. I told you there was a story I wanted to share with you. Before we get
Go
off
for it.
here, I want to talk to you about this. This shit's fucking crazy.
Okay.
University of Michigan in Dearborn put out a thing the other day saying that they are going to have a non people of color cafe where white people can sit around and talk about their grievances of modern society. And then they were going to have
Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
the university
Please.
the University of Michigan in Dearborn said that they were going to open up a cafe for non-people of color, white people, to sit around and talk about their grievances. in modern culture. And then they were going to have a separate cafe for people of color to have to sit around and talk about their grievances. So they're reintroducing segregation at the University of Michigan.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I wouldn't call that segregation. Separation, yes, I would call that separation. I have no problem with separation. Segregation, no.
But
That's
this
no good.
wasn't. No. But the difference is this isn't voluntary. This is a student.
Actually, it is voluntary because are they forcing people to go into there or no?
Well, no, this was part of their. This was part of their curriculum. They quickly took it down off their site. They
So
quickly
it
took
was
it down.
part of their
It was
curriculum,
up.
meaning that you had to go there.
Yeah, it was up for like one day, and they pulled it all down.
Okay, you know what? If it was mandatory part of the curriculum, as in you have to go here, you won't graduate, yeah, that would be fucked up. If it was voluntary and organic, look, if a bunch of white people want to sit around and bitch and moan about their grievances, the fuck do I care?
Go down
And
to
if
the
a bunch of
fan meeting.
and if a bunch of black people want to sit around and bitch and moan about their grievances, the fuck do I care? Because it's voluntary and it's
The
mandatory.
fact that it was a school sponsored event is what I
Yeah,
like.
that's
That just kind of fucking like. I was like, what
yeah.
the fuck are these people doing, man?
If it's school sponsor, like, wow. First of all, white people, what fucking grievances do you have, motherfucker? What grievances do you have? Oh man, my credit score dropped from 719 to 520. Shut up. What fucking grievance? You motherfuckers have been all over this world, literally.
Our
What
only grievances
goddamn
were other
grievance?
white people, dude. My only grievance is other white people. Like I
For
swear,
real. Grievances, like, get the
I have
fuck.
never in my life. I have never in my life. I've lived in the ghetto. I've lived in public housing. I have never been in a fight with a black man before. I've been in a fight. Every fight I've ever been was another motherfucking white dude.
Okay, there you go. Grievances for white people. Like, what, are you mad because y'all didn't take enough the first time? I mean, what the fuck is going on over here? Lord have mercy. Uh-oh. Super trucker coming through. Super trucker. You jack off. Anywho, sorry, it's this company. I'm not even gonna put them on camera. They've got the prettiest trucks out here. But then I saw what they offer. I'm just like, yeah, okay, buddy. You know what?
Talking about
Enjoy
FMC?
that. Who?
FMC?
No. I will tell you off camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 39 cents a mile to
Oh,
start off.
Jesus.
No. Here's the thing: the most you're ever gonna make there is 46 cents a mile. I'm like, dog, that's damn near 10 cents less than what I make now. Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
yeah.
Now, I'll admit, sexy trucks, sexy trucks. And it's reefer, but they don't do produce. All they haul is either currency or electronic stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, good looking trucks. But that's all it is. But back to this whole white grievance stuff. Hey guys, I ordered this linguine with clams and I only counted 17 clams in it. It's supposed to be 19 clams in it. Shut up. You know. Now again, if it was just, a booster club or something non-school sponsored, I have no issue with that whatsoever. But because the state is involved, because it's the University of Michigan,
Yeah.
which means it's a state school. Yeah, and I've actually been to that campus, University of Michigan, because I'm born and raised in Detroit. I was actually born in Henry Ford Hospital in Dearborn, Michigan. I know exactly where that's at. I'm kind of surprised that Michigan would even pull some bullshit like that. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit surprised against that. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole, like, again, Segregation, bad. Separation, eh, separation doesn't mean like we're never going to interact with each other.
Right.
Separation, it pretty much means, at least in my interpretation, tribe first. You
Right.
take care of your own first,
Right.
and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, honestly, I'm gonna tell you a story if you don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me.
I have hung out with varying types of pro-white people slash skinheads, which a lot of people don't know. The whole skinhead culture actually started in Jamaica with all the rude boys cutting their locks off, you know what I'm saying, so they wouldn't get in the way when they're fighting and whatnot. Then they migrated or immigrated over to Britain, where the working class took over the whole skinhead culture and turned it into what you see today. Now, there are what's called a sharp, SHARP.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Skinheads against
Sharpies.
racial prejudice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
I'm actually real good friends to this day of this husband and wife Sharpie team in Austin, Texas. They actually gave me a damn free tattoo because I did something for them. You know what I'm saying? Cool people. It's like I've hung out with Sharpies. Um, I've hung out with people who are pro-white, but not necessarily anti everybody else. And I've been around people who are pro-white and fuck everybody else. Those cats, it was generally understood. Look here, man. You don't like me, and I'm pretty sure I don't like you either. However, we're at a party. There's liquor. There's girls around. I don't know about you. I'm trying to get laid. Okay? If me and you start fighting, our friends are gonna start fighting. The party gonna get turned out. Ain't nobody gonna get laid. Okay? So, while you may not like me, can we at least agree that we both trying to get drunk and laid tonight? You know? And these the exact words that I said to him. He was just like, you know, you're pretty smart for a nigger. To which I responded,
Fucking
to,
ass.
to which I responded, no, to which I responded, you know what? You sound like your mother. Now let's go get a fucking drink. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And he laughed, you know what I'm saying? And actually later on that night, this this shit. I like telling this story because almost nobody believes it, but I can call somebody that can verify that shit right here, right now. Um, I walked in, I got there early, and because I wanted to, get some beer and shit, and they were taking donations for the freaking two kegs that they had, right?
Yeah.
And not want to be that guy. I'm just like, look, I plan on getting fucked up like a soup sandwich. Here's fucking $20. And the chick at the door was just like, oh man, hey, thank you, hey, drink what you can keep down. Challenge accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So about 2 hours later, I'm fucking hammered. I'm walking to the front door to go outside to get some fresh air. It's a house party. I don't know if you know where North Loop was at in Austin. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, that whole area totally gentrified now, and it breaks my heart. When I lived there in 08, 07, nothing but punk punk rockers, anarchists, and metalheads stayed there, and now it's like $900 a month for a one bedroom. But
Yeah, it's
anywho,
like the hipsters now.
yeah. So I'm freaking walking out to the outside, and I walk past old girl in a bucket. All I see is the 20 that I put in there. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? Did you empty out the bucket? She's like, nah, these cheap motherfuckers didn't want to put in for the cash and shit. I'm like, the fuck? Hold on. So I'm freaking, got my drink and shit, pushing through the crowd and whatnot. There's a band in the kitchen with the stage area. I got the microphone What the fuck is wrong with you white people? You mean to tell me that the one nigger in the crowd can put money in for the beer, but you white motherfuckers can't? Suck my thick, veiny dick. There's at least 100 people in the house right now. If y'all put in $2, that's $200. Stop being so goddamn cheap. Boom. And threw the mic down. And like everybody's like, what the fuck? Just huh? What? Silence and just like cricket faces. So after about 5-10 seconds, this big fee-fi fo-fum looking motherfucker comes up to me, well over 6 feet, well over 300 pounds. Look at that motherfucker that was swinging on a cop, no issues. Big old white dude got the spider web tattoos and whatnot. I'm just like, all right, here we go. He's like, no. Hey, man, it's cool, baby. Put your hands down. Listen, my name is Big Larry. I don't know you and you don't know me, but I own this house. That was fucking awesome. You welcome by my house anytime you want. He picks up the mic. Hey, you guys heard the nigger. Either pay up or get the fuck out my house. And like, bruh, they fucking started chipping in. He made about a good $600. He gave me $150 of that money just on general principle. And we spent the rest of the night, you know what I'm saying, drinking beers, listening to fucking punk music. It was a good time. Like, we actually still talk to this day. I talked to him about maybe a month and a half ago. He's still living in the same house, doing his thing and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy times, dude.
Well, yeah, and that's what I like. I mean, my wife's heard the story. I've actually told the story on the podcast. Like when I was growing up, when I was a kid, we lived in Dallas. We lived in government housing in Dallas. All right. On the side of the street that we lived on, it was all black people and Hispanics. And across the street, they were all skinheads. And they used to come over there. They pick on me more than they picked on anybody else because I was friends with all the blacks and Hispanics.
Yeah.
So it was like, whatever. And, you'd get like 15, 16-year-old skinheads rolling across the street, picking on me when I was like 7, 8 years old, whatever. Me and my buddies are outside skateboarding, and they see me hanging around with black guys and Hispanics. And they want to pick on me because, like, I'm a traitor to the race, or whatever. Oh, whatever. I don't know shit
My
about
whole thing
you.
is,
Traitor bullshit.
my whole thing is this, your dog. Of all the reasons you can hate somebody, you're gonna hate them for the one thing that they can't change, their race. Like, really? That's what the fuck we doing?
I've made comments that I've put this out there on Facebook before. I'm like, man, nah, dude, I don't worry about what race you are. But if your eyes aren't blue, fuck you. If your hair is not blonde, go fuck yourself. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You people are fucking retarded.
I would be honest with you. Like, I've actually caught some hate from some members of the black community because I don't go around screaming fuck white people all the time. And I'm just like, dude, that's just not me. How the fuck could I hate every single white person when I ain't met all them motherfuckers?
Right.
Not even in America, let alone the world. What the fuck did you do? Yeah, you nasty. Anyway, I just
hold on. I want to make sure that all the brothers out there listening to my boy Q come up on my podcast, hang out. I've never identified as white. I like being interesting.
You never identified as being white?
Yeah, I've never identified as being white because I like being interesting.
You just bathed in a motherfucker, you motherfucking light skin or some shit. Fuck out of here. It just boggles the mind. It's like, all you know about me is my race.
Right.
And that's all you need to know in your mind to know that I'm your enemy. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You nuts.
Well,
get the fuck out.
Such a shallow point of view, man. It's so fucking
facts, man.
I mean, that's how you pick a girlfriend. That ain't how you pick your boys, you know?
Ha! You said it, not me. But I agree with it. Listen. I was you know what? I can't really get into too many details about that. Let's just say I had a good time in Texas last weekend or whatnot with somebody, and yeah, she wasn't black, but whatever. We had a good time,
All
and
right,
I'm leaving it at
you had
that.
a good time. You didn't make a commitment. You ain't married. Shit.
Correct. At the same time, she's not on Twitter that much, and I don't need her damn timeline getting flooded by all my crazy followers and whatnot. You know, and I listen. Certain people, I tell from the beginning, hey man, look, you follow me now. Welcome to the dark side, literally. Okay. The fuck is this guy doing?
All right,
Wow.
man. Well, you got any closing remarks for the audience? I'm going to shut down the recording.
Yes. I do have closing remarks. I
Go
say
for
this
it, brother.
all the time. It's like my whole little niche. Um, do not let the politics and media and politicians run your life.
No doubt.
Don't do it. That's exactly what they want you to do. Don't give these hoes the satisfaction. Love yourself. Love your family. Love your kids. It's like, how the hell you love your cousin before Trump got elected, and now that Trump got elected, all of a sudden your cousin is a neo-Nazi. Like, how the fuck does that make sense? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Explain that shit, bro. It's like you love them on Tuesday, but now it's Thursday, and you want them to drown in the lake of fire. Fuck out of here. They were your cousin before. They're your cousin now. Love them motherfuckers, man. Same goes for anybody else. Like, relax. It's like, to quote The Wire from HBO, the game's the same. We just got more fierce. That's it. It
Yeah.
just got more motherfuckers. It's like we used to shoot revolvers and black powder, and now we shooting the AKs and whatnot. The game's the same. It just got more fucking fierce. You know what I mean? And it's like, don't fucking fall into that trap, bro. You know, it's like for this whole COVID thing, if you're stuck at home, I hope you've been using this time to your advantage to either learn a new skill, learn a new trade, because let's be honest, some of these jobs aren't going to be here when the COVID is finally lifted, which is why I keep saying, like, if you want to be a truck driver, holler at me or holler at my mans over here, you know what I'm saying? But just use this time to make
How do
you
they
the
how do
best
they reach
version of
out to you,
you.
brother? How do they reach out to you?
Huh?
How do they reach out to
BBW Thigh Tickler. BBW Thigh Tickler. At BBW Thigh Tickler. That's me on Twitter. I am not on any other social medias. I mean, quiet as kept. I am on Instagram, but I haven't posted in over 5 years. And it's literally one picture of me eating my girlfriend's ass at the time. That's it. Um, there is my OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Q Johnson 76. If you're feeling frisky and risky, $9.99 a month, you will get the premium content, which is basically me pleasuring myself in a lucha libre wrestling mask, whatever, um, with soft music in the background.
Is
You
that
know,
cultural appropriation? Like, I'm not sure.
I don't know if it's cultural appropriation, but it's definitely a good time. you know, but it's just like, we have to stop giving these politicians power. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I said something in 2016 that rang true, and nobody can fucking debate me on this. I said whoever won, either Trump or Clinton, they're gonna find out real fast, real hard, just how little power the president is supposed to have. Because for 8 years, everybody was afraid to say no to the first black president. Okay, I get it. You don't want to be that guy, but now it's going to be a white person again. And again, you're going to find out real fucking quick just what you can and can't do, you know? And it's just like, stop giving these motherfuckers the power. Okay, stop giving them the power. I've not voted since 2014, and I remember Barack Obama asked the question, "Are you better off now than you were 8 years ago?" Hell yeah, I'm better off now. And your
Had
punk
nothing
ass
to do
answers,
with me.
and you said, "Deal with it, dog. Thank you." It was me, my actions, personal responsibility, dog. It always comes back to goddamn personal responsibility, and I'm gonna keep saying that shit, bro. Always come back to personal responsibility, for real.
For real, man. For real. No, you're right. And like actually, all right. So we were talking earlier about about the Trump signs and this, that, and the other. And I can tell you in 2016, I told my wife in 2015, I was like, Trump's gonna win. And I was like, it's not even because I support him. Because she was like, I thought you didn't support him. I was like, I don't. It has nothing to do with me. He's gonna win. He's saying the right things. I'm driving around
Yes.
the country. I'm driving around
Yep.
the country. I see
Yep.
how I saw what 10, 15 Trump signs for every Hillary sign I ever saw, all over the
I,
damn place.
bruh, I never saw a Hillary Clinton billboard, and all the bumper stickers I saw for her were all on foreign cars, like
You want to hear
Toyota,
something? You want to
Honda.
hear something funny? You want to hear something
What
funny?
up?
To this day in this area at least, Louisiana and Texas, I see more Yang Gang bumper stickers than I do Biden Harris. For
Seriously?
real.
In
Yeah.
Louisiana?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I see more people for fucking Yang than I do for Biden or Harris.
Hey, speaking of Louisiana, bro, are you near what's that damn town? De De Quincy? You ever heard of that town?
Yeah, that's up close to where I'm from. That's up on the other side.
Okay, well, right off of like Highway 12, there's like a Tiger truck stop over there that has a pretty decent restaurant in there. Like they have a fucking shrimp burger. It's literally a
I know where the Tiger truck stop is. Yeah,
yes sir,
yeah.
yes sir,
I
pretty
remember
good
one
shrimp
night.
burger,
Hey,
and they sell liquor.
you want to hear some fucking funny shit? One
What
night,
up?
my wife, we were, I don't remember what we were doing, but we were drunk, and we're fucking. I think we were on acid too. Don't quote me on that. I
Nice.
think we were on acid, but we were sitting there, and she started fucking obsessing about this Tiger truck stop that she had heard about, and I was like, "Well, I've passed it, but I don't know anything about this place." She's like, "They have a live tiger there, and they keep it in the cage." And that's cruel to that fucking tiger. She called them motherfuckers. She wanted to make sure the fucking tiger was being taken care of. She called them motherfuckers and kept them on the phone for like 45 minutes. Like,
Lord
that
have
tiger better be
mercy.
getting fed, right? About a week later, we found out that tiger died. She got mad. She wanted to drive up there and beat the ass.
Lord have mercy. Yes, it's not that one because the one I went to did not have a tiger truck stop on it. I mean, I did not have a live tiger,
Oh, okay.
I did know one you're talking about. I've been meaning to stop there because I got a
I think
friend of
they have a
mine.
camel now and not a tiger.
Right on. Like I said, I've only passed by it, but I've got a friend who lives in Bro
And,
Bridge. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
yeah, Bro Bridge. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Which,
That's
believe it or
near
not,
Lafayette. Yeah.
Bro Bridge has the highest concentration of Cajuns anywhere in the world.
Oh, you can't understand them motherfuckers. You should have seen the first time I ever brought a South African to New Orleans. You get them little Creole girls talking to her, and she's like, "What the fuck did that bitch just say? That wasn't English."
But
You
you know
get
what?
you get them little yellow skinned girls with the
Yeah.
green eyes, and real pretty girls, yellow bone, man, beautiful.
Hey man, listen. I have never messed with a Louisiana woman,
You probably
and
don't
I
want
probably
to.
never, and I probably never will mess with a Louisiana woman. Here's why. I got a buddy of mine who at the time, this was summer 2000,
Yeah,
right? He was messing with this chick in Lake Charles and everything, got her
a
pregnant.
hometown.
Oh yeah. Got her pregnant, everything like that. They get in an argument and everything. And she's like, motherfucker, I'm coming out there right now. I know you at Q's house. I know where you stay at because my friend followed your ass one time. I'm coming out there. Click. And Lake Charles to Houston is, what, about 4 hours maybe?
It's about 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. She made it in 2 hours and 27 minutes. Okay? She comes beating on my fucking door. Like, I know that motherfucker's in there. Open the fucking door. I had to hide my man in the closet. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I come, open the door. She fucking kicks the door open. Where he at, goddammit? I know that motherfucker. I'm gonna kill him and kill you. I'm like, hey, yo, he not here. Chill. Well, I'm gonna wait. And Lily sits down on the couch and like crosses her arms and shit. I'm like, what? Are you pouting? Like, what the fuck? But the only way I got her out of that crib, I was like, look, he ain't here. He ain't coming. But I've got some hookers coming, and I paid a lot of money for these women. So unless you plan to join in, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And she looked at me like, you nasty. Fucking spit on my floor and walked off. I'm like, so she left, and we made it. We waited about 5-10 minutes to make sure she was really gone. He come on, I'm just like, bro, how do you find these women? He's like, man, fucking Louisiana girls. I'm like, I will never, ever date a woman from Louisiana.
Look,
Jesus
check it
Christ.
out. Check it out. My mom's not only a coon ass, she's also a redhead.
Bruh, I beat the shit out of somebody first time I heard that damn term. I didn't know. I didn't know that coon ass meant somebody from Louisiana. I didn't know.
That's a term of endearment where I come from.
I didn't know, bro. I didn't know. This was 97. I remember I was sitting there with the homies, and I told one of them, I was like, yeah, man, I'm going down to Baton Rouge to see one of my peoples. Like, oh, you gonna see the coon ass, huh? The fuck you say, motherfucker? And just fucking beat his ass, dude. He's like, no, man, coon ass. He's like, you know, you've only reached out. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm like, you know what? Go ahead, man. Free shot, man. My bad. And like, he fucking hit me a couple times, but not. I deserved it because I didn't know. But yeah, freaking coon asses are awesome. I love them.
Yeah, no. What I was saying is, my mom's not only a coon ass; she's a redheaded coon ass. So
Jesus.
yeah, Puerto Rican bitch ain't got shit on us.
Yeah, Puerto Rican woman is another one. I'm just like, hey,
You don't even want to fuck her.
We'll be friends, you know, but that's all we gonna be is friends, motherfucker. And even then, probably not even tight friends, cause yeah, I've learned about, you know, messing with them Latin women or women south of the equator, just like, I got a friend right now. I ain't gonna say his name. He's walking around to this day with a fucking tic-tac-toe on his face because he pissed off the wrong woman from Salvador. Pissed off the wrong woman. He was fucking cheating on her. Which, okay, he was cheating on her, but damn, you got to cut his face up? She fucking made him some food, but put sleeping pills in my man's shit, right? Knocked him the fuck out. So as soon as he got fucking knocked out, she brought out the box cutter. Bam.
Fuck.
Dog, she literally cut a fucking tic-tac-toe board on his face.
Damn.
Yeah, and like deep enough to where it left scars and shit, bro.
Oh.
And I'm just like, nope.
That shit ain't for me, man.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm just like, wow. And she did some time for it, unrepentant as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I remember her talking about, yeah, I did it. Do it again too. I'm just like, whoa.
All right, man. You ready to shut down the recording?
Shut down the recording, man. Again, I appreciate you having me on. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I'm humbled and honored and whatnot. You be good and safe out there. And where are you at again? If you
Right
don't mind
now, man.
saying?
Yeah, I'm in Louisiana. Yeah.
Lucky bastard. Um, yeah, good times. I'm up here in Ripon. Let me see if I could can I flip this around and see and show y'all what the hell is going on? I don't think I can flip the camera around. Actually, let me just do this here. You see all that brown shit in the air?
Yep.
Yeah, that's because of them fucking wildfires that me and you talked about for that gender reveal party and everything.
Aye.
Smoggy as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Smoggy as fuck.
All right,
But
man.
thank you. But thank you for having me on and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, give me 1 second, man. I'll shut this off and we'll chat for a minute.
All right, bro.
All right. Well, that was Quincy Johnson, and I'm Tommy Salmons. Late.
Late.